When I lived on this island before, every fiber of my being cried out for home, for Ithaca, for my wife Penelope, for Telemachus, my son, even for my little dog Argos. There was a nightingale that used to sing outside our window in Ithaca. She was in reality the daughter of Pandaros, who, when she died, took the form of a nightingale. She would sing in the evergreen tree in the early springtime. Her notes would thrill and trill. But when Penelope died, she didn't come back to sing anymore. Ever again. I'll see you later, my man. I'll either meet you here late this afternoon or early tomorrow morning. We hope you get your woman, Odysseus. I hope so too. Calypso! Calypso! Do you still live on this island? Pallas Athena, daughter of Zeus Cronidines, hear my prayer. You've always been on my side, Pallas Athena. You've always given me protection and guidance when I needed it, and for that I love you. But Pallas Athena, please, now, talk to your father Zeus and ask him if he would tell Poseidon Earthshaker to forgive me for killing his son. I killed Poseidon Earthshaker's son in the army camp during the war. He refused to obey an order of mine, so I drew my sword and ran him through. But Zeus gave me a choice. I could either have stayed at home in Ithaca and lived a long life, or I could have gone away to the Trojan War and lived a longer life but gained immortality. I chose the latter. But now, Pallas Athena, coming to the close of my life, I want to become a god when I die, like my grandfather. Poseidon Earthshaker, stop it! Stop it! You'll cause Hera, Zeus's wife, to berate him, and it will throw the entire earth out of order. Stop it! When I lived on this island before, I used to pray here. I've prayed many a prayer to Zeus at this altar. This bread smells exactly as bread that Calypso used to prepare. Could it be that she's still on this island and she's watching at this very moment through the forest? Whoever gave me this bread, I give you thanks. I am Odysseus Laertiades, king of Ithaca, hero of the Trojan War, and I've come back to this island to ask Calypso A very important question. Whoever you are in the forest, stand and reveal yourself. Is it you, Calypso? Savages. Savage men have migrated to this island. What have they done with Calypso? I must hide. Pallas Athena, deliver me from the savages. Pallas Athena, deliver me from the savages. Savage chieftain, I am Odysseus Laertiades. If you're civilized at all, you'll know who I am. I'm the king of Ithaca. And I'm an ex-general in the Trojan War. I spent 10 years at Troy. I lived in a hut in the army camp between the gates of Troy and the sea, on the plain. Oh, I saw it all. After battles, I would wade through pools of blood. I would step over limbs that had been hacked off. I heard the death cries of men in agony, begging for their death. I saw it all. I lived in the heat, the mud, the wind, the rain. I saw it all. It was my idea to build a wooden horse. I'm a good storyteller. If I could tell you stories, would you keep me alive? I've had many adventures. I've had so many adventures that it would take me 2 years to tell you all of them. But I can tell you one that you really might enjoy. It was the adventure with the Cyclops. The Cyclops, the one-eyed, goggle-eyed giant cannibal who entrapped some of my men and I in his cave. He ate some of us for breakfast. One afternoon, he came in and took a nap. We got a spear, and we rammed his one good eye, blinding him, thus enabling us to escape. During the escape, I stole some of his sheep and put them on my ship. It was food and clothing for my men. I can also tell you a story about Circe. Circe the Temptress. I'm sure you've heard of her. On the island of Iolia. Circe entrapped some of my men in her pigsty. But I outwitted Circe by drawing my sword on her and forcing her to release them. Then I had her. Circe was the most beautiful, the most sensual, the most exotic woman I ever knew. Oh, it doesn't do for me to talk about Circe. Savage chieftain, continuing my adventures, we made it past the singing sirens on the cliff, through the clashing rocks and into the open sea. One night, a storm came up and began to break my ship apart. I watched helplessly as my men began to bobble and drown in the sea. Clinging to the broken mast of my ship, the storm drove me back through the clashing rocks and eventually to this island, Origia. It was here that Calypso nursed me back to health. Calypso fell in love with me, but I could not give her my complete love because I missed my wife Penelope so much. When Calypso realized this, she helped me build a raft with a sail. She set me on my way. When I finally made it home to Ithaca, I found that there were suitors vying for the hand of my wife, Penelope. With the aid of Telemachus, my son, and 2 other men, and with the aid of spears, hatchets, knives, and shields, at the appropriate time, we attacked the suitors and we butchered them. Oh. That afternoon, the blood ran hot on the earthen floor of my hall. Then, we took the slave girls who had consorted with the suitors during my absence. We took them outside my house, and we hanged them. Oh. When things settled, Zeus gave me 5 years of bliss. Zeus gave me 5 years of great happiness. Then Penelope died. I took as my next wife her slave girl, Actea, whom she had brought with her from the Isle of Same when we first married. But Actea was not Penelope. So I severed our marriage and sent her back to the Isle of Same. And now, 5 years later, I've come back to this island. I've come back to try to find Calypso. I want to take her back to civilization with me. I want to make her my new wife. Could you please tell me anything about Poseidon Earthshaker? You won't let me alone! Poseidon Earthshaker! Pallas Athena, I've lost my directions. Please give me directions on this island. Poseidon Earthshaker, you frightened away the savages. You meant to harm me, but you helped me. Now it gives me time to get back down to my ship, and my men and I can escape this island. You helped me, Poseidon Earthshaker, when you meant to harm me. The joke is on you, Poseidon Earthshaker. No! The joke is on you, Poseidon Earthshaker. No! Calypso's not on this island. Set sail for Ithaca, my men. Let's go home.